Hello, I'm going to do the Leo energy reading, and I'm going to use my classic design tarot, the original tarot, and I'm going to use the gilded tarot. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, so current energies, current situation for Leo. We have Ace of Cups and Knight of Swords. I feel like you're heading towards a new relationship or new feelings or something new, new emotions, new feelings, like you're headed right towards it. But what is crossing that? All right, you're worried about it. Definitely, you're stressed about it. You're having anxiety about it. And I feel like you're headed towards something, but yet you have some reservations about it. What do you need to focus on? Okay, the Devil could also represent Capricorn, but I feel like it's the toxicity of this Nine of Swords. Okay, that's what you have to recognize. That's what you have to see. If you're having doubts about something, if you're having questions about something, if something is stressing you, I feel like you need to ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What is making me feel this way, right? Does this have something to do with this energy here, or is this something that I have from my past? Are you holding yourself back? Did you start a new relationship, but yet you have your walls off? Are you worried that things that happened in the past with other relationships are going to happen with this? Are you bringing baggage into this relationship? Are you bringing baggage into this situation? Are you starting a new job, or are you starting a new business, or is whatever this represents to you, there's some doubts and there's confusion, but there's some toxicity to it, right? And this is what you need to focus on and see, why are you feeling that way? Your past and what are you leaving? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Your strengths is being able to look at new opportunities. Near future, we have the near future we have Six of Pentacles. The advice, we have Ace of Wands. Love that advice. The environment, the High Priestess, listening to that inner gut. I feel like very connected here, right? The environment is, what are you feeling inside, and explore those feelings that you're having. The negativity, the doubt, the Nine of Swords, explore that. What is your inner gut telling you? Explore that and do not ignore it. Explore, don't ignore. Hopes and fears, the Emperor, power, right? Potential outcome, we have the Ten of Wands, so it's achieving your goals and releasing those burdens and releasing those doubts. I feel like it's a big growth situation for you. I feel like it's a lot of learning within yourself. Okay, so again, we have this current situation that you're heading right towards, like you're like, charge, I'm ready to start, I'm ready to do this new Ace of Wands, right? Whatever this Ace of Wands represent, I'm ready for this emotional fulfillment, but it's being blocked by this Nine of Swords. All right. Ace of Swords. Look at all of these. You have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and something new. This could be a new job. So I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is a new money-making venture, right? Something new and something different that you are trying, but it also can represent taking a closer look. So I feel like it's twofold here, is that there's something new that's coming into your life, obviously with these two things here, but there's the stress. And like I said before, you have to take a closer look as, what does this Nine of Swords represent for you? Like, why are you worried? Why are you keeping up? Why are you stressed? I feel like what you need to focus on is this Devil energy. What is this? Again, we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, and then we have the Empress, growing. Are you afraid of change? Sometimes, like, we get so used to things being a certain way, but when we have a big shift, when we have a big change in our lives, it can be very stressful. Even though on the outside it seems like we're ready for it and we want this to happen, on the inside there could be a little part inside of you that is really questioning it and is not feeling comfortable with all of this newness coming in, right? All of these aces coming in. And that's okay. It's okay if you feel that way. It's it's okay if you have that nervousness or you have that Nine of Swords, but it's also, if it's something that you want to have happen, you don't want to not have this, because if this blocks you and stops you from your progression. There's some habits, right? Some negative habits that you need to look at, you need to explore. It could just be negativity. It could just be bringing in baggage from the past. I feel like we also need to focus on that you are growing, right? This Empress energy, and that you are powerful, and that the Hierophant can represent tradition and faith and belief and guidance, and it also can represent someone that you believe in and that you trust, and that you can have those heart-to-heart talks to, knowing that that person is not going to put it against you, that that person is going to help you. So it could be that there may be someone in your life that you really can trust, and maybe it is having those conversations with that person, and that person can help give you true guidance with this situation, right? As far as this Nine of Swords and embracing this Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. What are you leaving behind? Eight of Swords, leaving, it could also be that you're worried because maybe this is something that you like. Maybe this is something that you're enjoying. Maybe it's relationships or business that you have. You know, maybe you're switching business. Maybe you have a business and you're selling that business, but you're starting something new. And that can definitely be scary because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm starting at the beginning. But maybe your passion has changed, right? You've kind of outgrown that old business or that old job or that old situation, and now you're ready to go into something new. Maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a relationship that you had that you've kind of outgrown, and that now it's time for you to move to a different area. It's time for you to explore something different, and so that you know that relationship is going to be affected. And maybe that is something that is worrying you, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh, like we're not going to be as close. We're not going to see each other. You know, sometimes those things can affect us, but you have to make more of an effort if it's something that's important to you. Like for me, my girlfriend had a beauty salon because I'm also a hairdresser. And I worked for her, and then I decided to move on and do something different. So we saw each other, you know, all the time because we worked together. But then when I decided to leave, then it, you know, we were worried, okay, like we were sad that we weren't going to see each other all the time, but we just had to make sure that we made the effort to still keep in contact, which we still do. And so you have to put more effort into it if it's something that is important to you. So, you know, it's all about perspective and how you see it, right? That if it's going to be something that is negative, that is going to hold you down, or it's going to be something, okay, we'll figure out a solution. Your strengths, we have Temperance and we have Five of Wands. I feel like your strengths are as you see opportunities where other people don't see those. I feel like you're really clever and you're really smart at seeing things that other people don't see and seeing opportunities. And I feel like you do have patience, and I feel like you are good at compromise and working things out. I feel like you're not necessarily the traditional Leo who is stubborn, and I feel like you are, I feel like because you see these opportunities, I just feel like you're open to all opportunities, and I just feel like you're really good at compromise, and that you're able to have that back and forth conversation without it becoming a negative thing. I feel like you're good at communication, and I feel like you're good at challenges, and I feel like you're good at compromise. And like I said before, I feel like you're good at seeing things that other people don't see, that they don't recognize. Like you see opportunities in areas that people would be like totally ignoring. Future energies, we have, or the near future, we have Seven of Wands, we have the Six of Pentacles, and yeah, I feel like it's a new opportunity, and that I feel like you go for it. I feel like here you're struggling with it, right? You're struggling with this, you're having this back and forth, you're not really sure, you're in this Nine of Swords, and then you kind of think about it, and then it comes around here, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to go for it. I'm ready to move forward. The advice, we have Ace of Wands, we have Six of... Do what you love, right? Do what makes you happy. We have the Sun card. Staying positive, do what you love, focus on what you love, and have that carry you through the challenges that you have. We have the environment, listening to that inner voice, extremely important. I feel like this has to do with business, with this King of Pentacles, being patient. Again, that was so weird. Okay, so when I saw the High Priestess, I was like, there's going to be another High Priestess coming out. Like, I have no idea what the cards are. I shuffled them. I don't look at them. And I was like, I was feeling the energy of another High Priestess. So that's pretty crazy that that came out. But I feel like it's a very strong message to go with your gut, right? And I feel like kind of the King of Pentacles is somebody who goes with their gut. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is very good in business. He's somebody who's very determined. He's very patient. I feel that he is somebody who kind of looks at all of the numbers, and I kind of feel like the King of Pentacles is kind of a combination of like the King of Cups, so somebody who is patient, and the King of Wands, who is somebody who is driven and who takes action, and then the King of Swords, who is somebody who is analytical and see things. So I kind of feel like the King of Pentacles is a combination of all of those, and I feel like he's also somebody who trusts his gut. And I feel like that's just a very strong message for someone, is I feel like your answers are within you. You just have to be open to listening to them. We have the Emperor. So we have Hopes and Fears Emperor, Two of Swords, and Page of Wands. So I feel like there's new beginnings, new communications, new actions, new directions, something that's very powerful, but it's also looking at all sides of the situation, making that decision. I feel like maybe your fear is that compromise. Are you missing out on something? And the hopes are that you're in this Emperor energy where it's very powerful, right? But I feel like you're still kind of going back and forth with that. But we can't let our fears stop us from things that we feel that we need to pursue and go after. Potential outcome, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Knight of... It's slow, steady progress, but it's definitely positive progress. You're moving towards... Tens can be completions, and it's letting go of all of these wands that you're carrying around. We have the Eight of Cups. You're letting go of all of these eight cups that you're carrying around, this emotional heaviness. I feel like this is something that's going to take you some time, but it definitely results in a positive outcome. Like, it's a process. You're learning, you're growing. Sometimes it's like you take side steps, so it's not a direct zoom quick thing. It's like kind of testing this out, testing that out, seeing how this works, seeing how that works. It's like this back and forth, but like it's almost like you're winding your way to success, but there's some twists and turns in here, especially with these challenges here, right? With these challenges here. So, but it's still, I feel like you're able to see, okay, I know what the end result is, or the path is that I want to go in, and that it's something that makes you happy. And so you're embracing those twists and turns, and you're not letting them stop you or get to you. And that's important, because that's what life is you're going to have those twists and turns. You're going to have those challenges. You're going to have those times with those highs, and you're so excited and everything is working out. And you're going to have those challenges when it's lows, when you're like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to get past this, right? And then you have that kind of in between where it's like, yeah, it's pretty good, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I feel like this is one of those big swerves, those big turns that you're going through here. But that's okay, because I feel like you're very constant. You're very constant, and you're very driven. All right, so let's get a Star Dragons for Leo. For Leo, for this reading, Star Dragons. Resilience, finding your limits. definitely. Resilience is about not giving up, like hanging in there. And I feel like that goes with the Ten of Wands, is hanging in there and not giving up. Being able to bounce back when you have those challenges. Finding your limits, knowing when you need to walk away, and pursue something different. All right, so let's grab a spirit animal oracle. Okay, get in there. I feel like they just want to come. All right, we're just going to grab these because I feel like the whole deck wants to come out for you, right? So we have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real without a doubt. That persistence and that drive that you have, embrace that. We have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So I feel like that's sort of what you lost here with this Nine of Swords and the Devil card. I feel like you've sort of lost some of your power, and it's time to reclaim that, right? And then we have Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. I love this. This is beautiful energy for you. It's resilience. It's when we have these tough challenges, it really tests us to see how driven we are and how much we want to make something happen. And that's when our challenges, that's when we learn them the most. And when we get to the other side, we have the miracles are endless and reclaiming your power and making your dreams real and going after those things, right? And that resilience that you have and patting yourself on the back for saying, hey, I didn't give up. Like, I pushed through, even though I had the Devil card and I had the Nine of Swords and I had these questions and I had these doubts and I was holding myself back, but I just pushed through, and I am so proud of myself. That the rewards are like twofold. It's like, I'm so proud of myself for pushing through, but also the miracles are endless and I'm making my dreams real, and that I'm powerful, right? So it's like so many different rewards for yourself for pushing through this situation and like being in this emperor power and not giving up on yourself. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.